Sponsor activities. Give me some money. I get I really should have taken more money from engagement, shouldn't I? We made a little bit. We're up to 3.9 million. How much would it cost to kick Mick out right now? 700k. But then I'd also have to bring someone in. Negative. Why are you being negative? I mean, it's your own fault. It's not my fault he's unhappy with his race performances and his retirements, is it? One thing I have got to be concerned with a little bit. Oh my God, chat, what's the damage? It's not, I'll be honest, it's not looking great for Mick, is it? Gearboxes aren't cheap. Right, the chassis is broken. I'm going to be spending the winter period just installing, manufacturing new parts, aren't I? I've realised. Mick has damaged so much here, by the way. I'm actually running low on parts. I only have 2 slots. So we've got 2 chassis as Spec 2. So I'm going to need more chassis. I've got 3 front wings, 2 rear wings. Side pods we're okay with for now. 3 underfloors. I'll tell you what, I'm literally going to be spending the break here, aren't I? Just making new parts. Because I over-exceeded the engagement plan, by the way, we barely have to do anything here to improve things, which is good. I mean, I don't mind if the design facilities are worse off because I'm not doing anything with them at the moment. The helipad needs improving. I wish I could afford it. I wish we could afford it. Chat, we're in such a bad situation here. It's not even really like Mick's improving. At least Pato's improving in a few different areas. Maybe I should give Felicity the seat over Mick. That would really be like being down bad, wouldn't it? I mean, this feels like the thing to do, right? That looks like the thing to do. Is that still going to be good fatigue-wise? That's golden. Right, get that in. Lock it in. Randeep, get the boy sorted out. You got a month with him, Randeep. I've signed you for 2 million to sort out this situation. Oh, Gary's getting better. Gary's the only staff with a contract beyond this year, I've realised. My staff are so bad, by the way. So bad. Rear wings, we need more of. At least rear wings are quick to make as well. I'm just going to make 4 of them. I'm mass producing stuff in the summer break, so I don't have to worry about it later on. What are the F2 standings, chat? Let's have a little look here. So Hadjar's leading the F2, right? I tell you what, Hadjar is tearing it up. Look at the gap to the person behind him. Berman, fraud. More like fraudman. Am I right? I say that. I've got Antonelli joining us at the end of the year. It's actually 74 rated already. That is mad development. Hadjar is 77 rated. Mick is 7. Hadjar's literally better than my driver. The leader in F2 is better than my actual driver. Now, the good news now is we have 4 chassis, 7 front wings, 6 rear wings, 4 side pods. I'm going to make an extra suspension because they're not that expensive and we might need them. Essentially, I've spent all the money we made over the month on sponsorship, just getting all the parts ready. Now, in terms of the cost cap, now you can actually exceed the cost cap in this game as long as you achieve your actual team's objective. You won't get fired for exceeding it, which I think we will do. I mean, I have 13 million now for the rest of the year. The only thing that could put us over that, being honest now, is like buying new engines. Because for a new engine, it cost £5 million. A new ERS cost 2.5 million. And a new gearbox cost $1 million. Gearboxes are cheap. Gearbox, you know, if you smash up a gearbox, I can live with it. The issue I'm going to have with Mick is the engines. And then the ERS is going to... I'm going to have to buy a new ERS unit at some point. And the gearboxes are not good either. So I need 3.5 million just to replace those bits on Mick's car. I'm going to be honest. I know that Mick has better points by 1 point. But I think Award's got very unlucky. Award's used a few more points, but parts. Oh, no, not a few more, but about the same amount of parts. But the reason for that is we had a big crash where we got shunted in Japan. And Pato does have the better marketability, which helps bring in some money. I'll be honest, neither of them have great marketability. In fact, Mick's marketability has now gone up. So I'll take it back. But either way, I literally can't afford Pato. I can't afford anyone. Anyway, we've got quali. It's going to be wet. How wet? Well, we'll find out together. It's Inters to start, but it could dry out before the end. Or it might just get wetter. This is going to be the best time to go out, I think. A little bit paranoid about traffic, but we'll take that risk. We've caught up with this Alpine, haven't we? I don't think he's going to block us. In fact, he might even give us a nice tow on the last corner. Baku's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? Baku being late in the season, I agree, CJ Cast. It does feel weird, doesn't it? So used to it being kind of in the first half of the year. I wonder if the weather's any different in Baku in the summer. Like, does there a chance of rain increase? Mick out-qualifying Award there. Now, the water level there was 168. It's not really going up or down. And I think it's going to get wetter. Perez did not have a good lap there. Hamilton's currently going out as well. What's the water level saying here? It's such a short lap. It's getting wetter. It's not worth being out right now, is it? There's a yellow flag. There's a crash involving multiple cars. What's happened here? Oh, it's Kevin. It's Kevin and Hulkenberg. Just has things. What happened? I mean, that's just rude, isn't it? Yeah, I agree, Kevin. What a beeping little beep. That was just rude, weren't it, by Hulkenberg? Well, ask for permission before you start bumping them from the rear. Everyone is going out now, but the track is so much wetter now than it was earlier. It's just not worth being out. The track's not drying, is it? The track is not drying. I think this session is just done, chat. I think my weather centre was wrong, but I've got lucky in the sense it's wrong in the right way for us. It's just got wetter. That's the first time where I've noticed it really drastically change. We were off by about 1.2 millimetres there on the rain, which is mad. The track's getting wetter. Just get out now. I mean, the weatherman could be lying again, but I'm going to trust him. No, the AI isn't going out, which concerns me slightly. But according to Blue Crayon Man, this is it at its best. Wow, Hamilton did go out. Wait, did Verstappen go out? No, he's at the top. I was looking for him, like, where is he? I don't know why I didn't look at the top of the list for Verstappen. I'm 30 million in debt. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the money situation in this game's kind of mad. I like it. But it does mean you can't just develop your car all year round. I think I'm going to have to pull the plug on any development for next year's car, chat, just to survive the season. But I love that. I think that's fun. I want it to be like a give and take kind of thing. Okay, that's a good lap time for Mick. Award was a bit slower. If Blue Crayon Man is right, we're going to make it through here. By the way, if you're new around here, just to clarify, Blue Crayon Man is the guy who draws like the blue line. I imply it's made of a crayon because he's very rarely right. It's a yellow flag. Russell's had a spinneroonie. It's not wet tomorrow, so I am just going to use fresh inters here. I tell you what, I think it's just going to stay at this level. I'm just going to get out and hope that we don't get too effed by traffic. I think I've picked an okay spot to go out here. We are going to need to improve it. It's starting to get a tiny bit wetter, but it's pretty much at the same level it was before. I think it was 3.28 when we were out before, wasn't it? Blue Crayon Man told me it was going to get wetter. This line has changed so much. Will Russell move out the way, or is he just going to park on the apex, this right-hander? There's not really a good spot for him to go here, in all honesty. George, please. George, please. I'm begging you. George. How good does this game look in the rain, by the way? The rain's getting wetter. Not good. I don't feel like he's done us a favour. The track's getting wetter as well, which isn't going to help. Mick isn't going faster, by the way. Award lost about half a second on Mick in that second sector. Award is going to need an absolute stonker to end the lap here. There's no point in calling Pato in, chat, because it's getting wetter. Pato can still finish this lap and do another. Because the lap is so short. Mick's P8 didn't improve. Award, not good. I think we can get another lap in, though. It's going to be really close. I don't think there's time, but we can try. I'm not going to bother sending Mick out again because there's no time. Oh, Pato. Oh, Pato, there's no time. I'll send him out anyway. If I wanted to get to the line, I'm going to have to take manual control and push him from here. That's where we're at. Pato, you got to push, son. He's not making it to the line, I don't think, I'm afraid to say. No, he's not made it. It's close. It's very close, but he's not close enough. He's about a second off. He wouldn't have improved. The track is about a whole millimetre wetter. NT. NT. It's bad news for some people because Award is out, but Yuki makes it through with Mick. Mick is still in it. I can't believe I'm saying that. Mick is still in it. Jack, what happened in the last race? Mick DNF'd. Mick crashed. I feel like I was quite calm about Mick crashing. Oh, chat, it's drying at the end. Now, look, the Crayon Man could be lying, but if the AI doesn't send out its drivers en masse, I believe him. Okay, I believe the Crayon Man. Gonna go now. Gonna follow Danny Rick. I'm hoping that Perez and Piastri don't catch us here on their push laps. We should be okay. Obviously, there's going to be more cars coming out here, which could be a problemo. Although, actually, no one's coming out. No one's coming out to set new times. Why are they not coming out? The AI did this last race as well, and it benefited us. There's only 5 cars on track right now. Maybe they know something I don't. Chat, there is a window of opportunity. A door has been opened, and now it's on Mick to jump through that door. Piastri's just set a crazy fast lap. Perez is going purple for every set. So how much faster is Perez going to be than Max here? 1.5 seconds. Chat, we could be fighting for P4 here. We could be fighting for P4. The track is the driest it's been. Mick is flying. Mick is cooking. The only cars that are going to set times are Lando Norris, who's about to cross the line here, who's presumably going to go around Perez and Piastri. He goes fastest. And then I think it's Ricciardo, who's going to move up to 4th. Can we pit Danny Rick? That's the question. That's actually really bad, isn't it? So you're currently P7. That is actually... He should be doing so much better there with that dryness. I really thought we were going to get 4th or 5th. And he's ended up 1.3 seconds behind Danny Rick. That is unacceptable by Mick Schumacher. I mean, he has out-qualified Tsunoda, but not good enough. Prediction, who will finish higher, Mick, Tsunoda, Pato or Hulkenberg? The answer is Mick, bizarrely. Mick has out-qualified everyone in that list. Now, the question is, what do we do tire-wise? I mean, the good news here is we've got a load of softs. Pato O'Ward has 5 sets of softs. What can we cook? I think I've got to do the same strategy with both drivers. I mean, the only thing I can really do is maybe offset the mediums and when we use them. Mick is so bad. I mean, I could run the hards, but it's such a short lap here. I feel like I'm going to do the same with both drivers. Push the first set of softs hard. Try and get into some clean air in the pits. Strategy doesn't matter. Mick will DNF anyway. I mean, you're probably right. We're going for a free stopper. Are you ready? Buckle up, buckaroos. We've got Zandvoort to cook. Safety cars here at different times could cause me to pit and change strategy a little bit. But we'll wait and see. Who are we going to get the feature on? Make it about Mick. That's not Mick. Is that Kevin? Is that Kevin? Is it Kevin or is it Hulkenberg? I think it's Kevin. Kevin! The drivers are ready. I'll tell you what, Danny Rick starting 4th feels cursed. The RB car is not slow. Now with both drivers, we are burning through the softs early. We're going for a free stopper. We're going to get aggressive and go racing at Zandvoort. I feel like there's lots of overtaking to be done here, especially if you're on a quicker tyre. Traffic at the start could be a factor if you can't make your way through. Oh my word, that is a swerve and a half by Mick. So I think burn through these softs, try and make up some time if we can. At least try and keep up with these faster cars in front of us. Then get on the mediums and then just chill. But yeah, this is an aggressive strategy with a 3 sets of softs. But our driver smoothness made the 2-stopper pretty marginal. And we've got loads of softs because of the wet quali. So we can try something a bit weird and wonderful. Mick is flying. I say he's flying. He's staying in DRS range. Ricciardo's already lost DRS in the guys in front.
Currently P7.
This could be a long old race. If Danny Rick is a cork in the bottle, we need to get past him with Mick, is my only concern here. But given the fact he's on softs and we're on softs, although he has just got a mechanical issue in front. Yeah, given the fact we're on softs as well, it's probably going to be difficult to keep up. What is his issue? Let's check the data. Doesn't show up here. I wish you could mouse over these or something and find out the fault. Is this the longest race in the calendar? In terms of laps, it might be. In F1, Every race is it 1,000 kilometers? I want to say it's 1,000 kilometers. The only race that isn't is Monaco. So the laps is actually determined by the track length, and Zandvoort is a quite short track. Been overtaken by Sainz there. But Sainz was always going to go past us without DRS, if I'm being honest. Oh, sorry, 300 kilometers. What did I say? 1,000 kilometers. Let's turn it into WEC. Yeah, sorry, 300 kilometers. Award isn't making his way through, which is a little bit troubling. But then again, he is just part of a DRS train. So it looks bad, but actually he's only 2 seconds behind Mick. There's a yellow flag. What happened? Who had a moment? Who was it? Name and shame him. It was probably Mick, weren't it? It was probably Mick. It wasn't Mick! Show's down in 22nd. It's not looking good. Russell has no DRS. Oh, Pato. That is ballsy, son. I kind of respect it, though. Where's the DRS detection point here? I think we've got DRS again. I think we're going to be the car with DRS here, and Russell's not going to have it. Could be wrong. He doesn't have it. Right, go on, Pato. Send it. We need to try and catch up now with Alonso. That's a big overtake. Meanwhile, Mick is racing wheel-to-wheel with Lance Stroll. And we've got Danny Ricciardo with an issue in front of us. Sainz lost a lot of time behind Danny Rick. How are the tyres? Let me know, lads. They're okay. He sounds very stressed, doesn't he, Mick, in the car? I think pitting at the right time is going to be important. Mick's got past O'Ward, which is nice. I kind of want to try and get away from Ricciardo here if we can. I want Ricciardo to hold up the Aston Martins. Also, what is this camera angle to show an overtake? Can't help but feel like that's not optimal for us. But great move. Up to 7th. Ricciardo got Schumacher. O'Ward is in this train. That is just the Schumacher train with Russell behind. I just want to eat up these tyres and pit early. My question that I'm wondering is, do I want to go the mediums on the second stint or the third stint? I definitely want to be on softs at the end. I'm actually considering shuffling mixed tyre order, chat. I'm thinking that we go on the mediums and then go on these softs a bit later. I'll tell you what, mixed tyre wear is actually unbelievable how bad it is. He's got 60... Is it 60 smoothness he's running at the moment? I could split the strategy, but I think actually doubling up on the strategy is my best shot at points. My concern with using the mediums for the third stint is I might not be able to clear this traffic if it's in a big train. I feel like right now 7th is the best we can hope for. Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull are just in their own little racing class. But this battle in the middle of the pack's been bloody entertaining. Mick has got 7th. O'Ward's gone up to 9th there. Did O'Ward just make 3 overtakes? Is that what's just happened there?
He's 6 seconds up the road.
Is he cooking? It says he's just overtaken Ricciardo. I feel like he made a triple move here. We only get to see the last of it. Unbelievable racecraft. Double points. I mean, still in the same DRS train, so I don't think it necessarily changes things too much. Mick's in the pit window for the mediums already. And at this point, I do need him to chill out on the tyre aggressiveness, otherwise he's not going to make them last. Kind of the same with Pato, who's just out of DRS range here. Do I need to tell my drivers not to race here just in case?
Like a couple laps or sooner than that?
Mick's been overtaken by Stroll. Chat, do I let him race? I feel like I shouldn't let him race. I know it's fun, and I'm all about fun, to be clear here, but I'm also petrified that if they crash into each other, both their engines go, that's £10 million. And I don't have £10 million. Mick has just been absolutely dropped by Stroll, by the way. That is wild.
Try and close the gap.
I'm going to push Mick more,
No more lifting.
but this is not good. Pato's just quicker, isn't he? Look at Mick's time loss here to Stroll. I mean, I assume Stroll is just like dropping all his battery. But what the hell? Are we really that slow compared to Lance Stroll? I mean, they're both pitting in the next 2 laps. It's not looking good. Thing is, if I let Pato by, he doesn't get to use the DRS in the same way. The first time in my life, I'm seeing Mick Schumacher defend and it's on our own driver. Right, good clean racing. I feel like if I tell them not to fight, they're both going to get overtaken trying to be cute. Whereas at least by doing this, they kind of can slingshot off each other potentially in DRS. Mick's been dropped. Mick's still there. Don't you fret, chat. He is absolutely full sending as our Mick. He's going to pit next lap. Next lap. Yeah, next lap. And then we're going to pit Pato the lap after that. Don't push out this corner.
Charge on.
Good egg. I mean, he's going to get the overtake done anyway. Just don't crash, lads.
Charge off.
That's all I ask. Just don't crash. I'm a simple man. I just want my drivers not to crash. Now, as long as they're not holding each other up, they can race. You know, this is good. We're not losing places. It's nothing silly. There's a yellow flag. Is it a long yellow flag? No. I was hoping for a safety car so bad there, chat. Sonoda locked up, though. How bad? How bad was it? This is not far behind us. I mean, it's not great for him, is it? It's not great. He's slow getting going as well there. That's okay. Now, Award's going to get DRS here off Mick as Mick comes into the pits. This is great. We've planned this to perfection. Good job, team. That's what we're all about. Great team driving. So Award is going to do the exact same. I wonder who's going to come out ahead here. I'd assume that the undercut for Mick is going to be stronger. Not with a bad pit stop. Where's Randeep? Randeep! Randy! It'd be awkward if there's someone called Randeep outside my bedroom now, wouldn't it? That I'm shouting at. Oh, I found us a gap and now that gap's gone. We were going to come out behind. Who were we going to come out behind? Actually, I don't know. What was the time that we lost there? Like 2 seconds? I think we would have come out ahead of Hulkenberg. We're going to have to do 3 overtakes. I don't love it. I mean, in some ways, this is good. You know, Mick getting mudded just means my drivers are going to be further apart, so they can't hit each other. Also, this bank turn to end the lap on 29% wear, that's scary, isn't it? If a tyre went bang there, we're in the wall. I mean, Pato's in the pit lane. I wish that Mick had some charge. He should get through. The guys are kind of spaced out that we're going past. Better pit stop here. That'll do. 2.6. That's better than we did last race.
Busy pit exit.
Busy pit exit. I'm not sure it is. It might be, actually. It might be a little bit. Is that busy? Is it busy? You know what? That's okay. That's where I thought Mick would come out.
We are P15.
P15.
Gasly ahead.
Schumacher's got Ocon. He's now behind Hulkenberg. They're getting close to each other again. Oh, okay. I thought we could see an exciting overtake. It's just DRS. He's pressed the drive really speedy there and sent it. I don't know if these guys around us are going to pit. If they're going for a 2-stopper, they're going to stay on these tyres for quite a while. But we should have enough about us to get past them. The only issue is that Hulkenberg is going to get DRS off O'Ward, which might make it harder for Mick to then get the overtake done. Never mind, Mick's locked up. Mick's just locked up anyway. Well, what is the point in Mick Schumacher? What is the point in this man? Yeah, I agree. No! I agree. No! Agreed! Are you very sorry? Are you very... He should be very sorry. He's lost 2 positions. I don't want to watch it. I hate this man. At least he's not hit the wall. I mean, the mediums were already kind of close for him, and the rest of the race was going to be a bit rough. Oh, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. He crashed last race. He spun out in quali last race and mudded our own driver and his own lap. The race before that, his engine went bang. For the highs that Mick Schumacher provides, I'll tell you what, he provides some bloody lows, doesn't he? Meanwhile, Pato's getting overtakes done. Now, the interesting thing here is that both drivers are on the same strategy. I know that Mick got a bit unlucky with the bad pit stop. But even factoring that in, this is going to be a quite good race to kind of give a head-to-head comparison of our 2 drivers, considering that they are on identical strategies. I mean, Mick's tyres are cooked now. He's going to have to be really... I might have to save at some point during this stint. O'Ward doesn't qualify as well as Mick, but I feel like O'Ward does just get better stuff done in the race. Part of that is because of the smoothness as much as anything. Okay, a load of the guys at the back have pitted. Verstappen's also pitting. Max is going soft. Interesting. I assume he's going to go soft mediums. Oh, Kevin. Why does that sound so sassy from Crofty? Oh, what's that? A pit stop issue? Oh, diddums. I don't know. It just sounds like he's going to be really patronising about it, doesn't it? I mean, can Yuki have a slow stop? Gasly's pitting as well. So these are cars in front of Mick pitting. Oh my God, it's not just us. Maybe Randeep sabotaged them. I will shed a tear. They put him on the mediums. I think they're going to go soft, medium, soft with Yuki. Mick does need to clear these guys, and it's going to be tricky to do because they have DRS on each other.
Mode push.
Let's go with DRS here and try and get one of them done. Not DRS, sorry. Deploy here. That'll do. That'll do, Mick. He's navigated that. As long as Hulkenberg doesn't come back, we're golden. I mean, O'Ward's in his own little world. We found him some nice space on this track, which is difficult to do at times. I'm going to deploy with Mick here. I really want to get past this Alpine and then get them out of DRS range before the start-finish. That's got to be the aim. That's got to be the aim. Push, Mick, push. How far behind are they? Can have DRS. I can't push the battery anymore. Well, I think we're going to be depleted anyway. Okay, not quite, but not good either. Is Ocon at danger of catching us up? No. Also, Ricciardo's coming out the pits. Ricciardo has pitted and come out behind O'Ward. That's good.
The coast is good.
Danny Rick was like running in 6th at one point. So we're on a long, patient stint here till lap 35. So we're just going to be chilling for a little bit. If people want to have mechanical faults, that'd be good. There's a yellow flag. It's a long yellow flag. Logie. What happened to Logie here? I mean, why could O'Ward not recover that quickly? That's my question. Why did O'Ward not recover that quickly from his spin or lock-up last race? I'm fine. I'm not bitter. Wouldn't be like me to be bitter, would it, chat? Let's be real. Russell and Ricciardo are catching up, but Russell's on softs, and I think Ricciardo's just getting a tow. Going to be interesting here to see if the AI goes on hards at the end, or goes to softs or mediums and tries to eke them out. I don't think anyone will copy the free stopper, but I could be wrong. Okay, Hamilton is pitting off his mediums. I mean, Russell is just going to get past us at a point here with O'Ward. I have to assume because he's on softs, but if O'Ward just wants to chill behind him, that wouldn't be a bad thing. I'm going to put overtake aggression on low here. Don't want to lose time fighting when we're on a different strategy. Also, Tsunoda just got Mick. I love Mick. Well, do I love Mick? I want to love Mick. That's what I'll say. Also, is this a back marker here? It's a Haas. It's a Wild. I assume Hulkenberg.
That's a blue flag.
No, it's not. It's Kevin. It's Kevin. Kevin, please get out of the way. Did we get past Kevin? I've lost track of all things happening there. I think Kevin helped us get through. Shout out to Kevin. Where's Kevin? Look at K-Mag. Look at that. Great defending by Kevin. He's done us a solid there. He's done us a solid. We like that. We've got about another 6 laps till we're going to pit. I wonder if these guys on softs are going to be pitting sooner than us. And when they do, a lot of them are going to have to go onto mediums because they've run double softs. Russell is losing out here. Stroll is hunting us. This is not fun. Okay, Stroll's got past us. It's not ideal. I'm just cussing in finish, and we're not going to have DRS on him. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Mick's 7 seconds behind Hamilton, by the way. Hamilton's quick, isn't he? O'Ward is trying to hang out behind Russell here, but I think this is not really a fight worth doing. I mean, maybe it is. I kind of want to top up the battery as well. Don't mind burning a bit more fuel. Don't really need to get past Russell. I want to just use his pace. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. It's a long... Was it a long yellow flag? I was about to say it's a long yellow flag. Then it vanished. Sargent's locked up. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. He's about to do something really stupid. Mick would never. Mick would never. I really don't want Pato to go past Russell here, but I guess it's fine if he does. I'm hoping that a lot of the teams go onto hard tyres at the end while I'm running the double softs. That'd be the ideal scenario. They've got hards out. Is that hards? Is it hards? Or is it medium? It's mediums, isn't it? It's medium. I'm saying what I want to see, not what I'm actually seeing. That was soft medium for Carlos. I think the AI is going to go for the same strategy to me. Don't know why I'm going for all the camera angles here. I'm just having fun going around. Is anyone dizzy? I need to stop doing this, Jack. Chill your beans. O'Ward is still ahead of Russell, by the way. This has been a sensational drive. There was actually 11th team on the grid IRL. Who would you want to see given a chance? Probably Colton Herta would be top of my list, if I'm being honest. Especially if it's in, like an American team. I think Colton Herta would be kind of a no-brainer. Especially given the fact there was all the drama around him not getting given a seat. I don't think that the situation in terms of his super license points has changed. I could be wrong. The other spot, I'm less... There's not... I mean, but personally, I'd like to see someone like Pasher or Drugovic giving it. Someone who proved themselves in F2 and probably won't get a chance to drive in F1 otherwise. I think of the two... Oh, my word! Okay, well, Russell got forced wide there. We now have a massive gap, but we're just going to pit anyway. Randeep. You've been with the lads a month. You've been teaching them how to do things. Take the wheel. I'll tell you what, the pit stops are quicker, aren't they? I think we were doing 2.8s before. There was a point where we were doing 2.6s, but I was at risk of making faults, whereas now we're not. A 10% chance of a mistake. And doing well. We're coming out behind Sonoda here, who's on worn mediums. This is a really, really, really good race for O'Ward so far. We're looking good, chat. We are cooking. Mick's in the pits as well. Let's make it 2 for 2, Randeep. Take the wheel. We've still got another stop to do after this. Not as quick. But then again, Mick doesn't deserve it. Probably on Mick braking in the wrong spot. And Russell's got to go onto the mediums here. There's a chance to undercut here if we're quick with O'Ward, who's right up behind Sonoda. Danny Rick's pitted. Sonoda's probably going to pit this next lap off his mediums. Can we get Russell here? Oh, we are going to get Russell comfortably. Wow. Wow, I can't actually believe how far up the road we are, though. That's crazy. I know he lost a little bit of time. That is wild. Now, good news, O'Ward's running in 10th. Bad news, he's got to pit again. Although, so's everyone in front of him. So if we can reel them in now, that would be the dream. Mick's in 14th. He's going to need a bit of a miracle. O'Ward is just going to pull away from Yuki, who's on mediums. He needs to stop Yuki. Presumably, they're extending Yuki here to make it a two-stopper. What's the best we can hope for here, chat? I mean, I'll tell you what, if Russell, Alonso and Stroll want to squabble, that would be useful. Especially Alonso, who's pitted for softs and presumably will pit for softs again. I mean, Pato is losing time on the front six, but they're just their own class in this save game. I don't know if that's the case in everyone's save game. They're doing their own thing. What lap are we pitting again? Lap 55. Chat, this is just a chilled out time, innit? Chill out, put your feet up. If a safety car happened now, I probably would pit and try and make the softs last. Oh, Magnussen. Terminal fault. Is he retiring? Is he going to make it back? He's got an issue with the car. He's slowing down. Oh! Oh, there's a safety car. Pause. Oh, no, don't pause.
Safety car.
Oh, God, I have to think about this. I have hards.
Get plus on delta time.
I think it has to be softs. I think it has to be softs and I just massage them.
Need for tires.
Kevin's done it for us. I can't believe it. I'm going to go softs and hope that we can extend. That is wild. That is wild. I'm eking the soft chat because we're going to have a few laps behind the safety car as well. Don't forget, we're going to be behind the safety car for a few laps here. So that's more time that we can save. Awards in the pits. The hard is too slow as a race tyre. Oh my, we've just put... Why have we parked to let him out there? What is that? We're too nice. Everyone is in the pits. Mediums. I wish I had some mediums. All these cars put it on mediums, and I'm sat there thinking, wish I had mediums. Mediums would have been good to put on Everyone has dived into the pits, by the way. It's absolute carnage. Mick's not made it back to the pitch yet. I mean, Ward's in 7th. Stroll and Russell have gone soft. Alonso and Hamilton have gone hard. I love it. The AI has split the strategy. That's fun, isn't it? Piastri in front is on hards. How mad is that, chat? That I said we needed a. How mad is that I said we needed a safety car on track and then Kevin just delivered? God bless Kevin Magnussen. He is the main character of the Work the Space F1 Manager universe. No one can convince me otherwise. Now, what would be the dream scenario here is if Stroll, Russell and Alonso are allowed to unlap themselves, but then they don't get to the back of the queue before we restart. That would be absolutely... That is the dream. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be very good. It's a short lap for the guys unlapping themselves to get through. We'll see. Lap cars may now overtake. Now, they're going to take a while to get around here, surely. I mean, Mick is one of them too. Like, O'Ward is the last man in this train. Everyone else had to unlap themselves for fuel reasons. Is it going to result in us doing another lap behind the safety car? No. The safety car's ending. O'Ward's been given it. O'Ward has been given 7th. He just has to not f*** it up. Famous last words. I mean, this is bizarre, isn't it? This is bizarre. The guys at the back were not allowed to catch up. We're going racing. We're going racing. O'Ward, high overtake aggression. Piastri's on hards. Piastri might be takeable here, but if I overtake him, I've then got to stay ahead of him. There's a yellow flag immediately. Who's messed up on the restart? What's happened? Lance Stroll is locked up and he's in 8th. It's getting better. He is the man directly behind O'Ward. He was rushing away at round. But I mean, that's... Pato's got 7th. He has to just not mess it up. I want to push the car. I'll push the battery and fuel to try and keep up for a lap or two. But I don't think I can catch up with them. Even Verstappen on mediums and Piastri on hards, I think are going to be a challenge to keep up with. I think I've just got to manage the tyres a little bit here and just make sure we get 7th, haven't I?
Lots of crashes.
Lots of crashes? What do you mean? What happened? Who's crashed? Oh, it's the other Haas. What happened? Lots of crashes. Ah. I mean, he's shoulder barging there. It's not meant to be a contact sport, F1, is it? That's a lot of swearing. That's a lot. Nico, you need to calm down, son. Oh, there's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag. What happened? Did Tsunoda have... Oh, Tsunoda's out. Did he spin? Oh, Yuki. I mean, that's another place for Mick, I assume. He's got going. Mick's so out. Is Mick behind him? Mick is still behind him. That's depressing, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. Mick's ahead of him. I'm looking at the other RB car. That's Danny Rick. Mick's up to 13th. Mick. He's slick. He's quick. Danny Rick is bad. We're cruising. I said we're cruising. He's going to get us back very quickly. Okay. Can we stay ahead of Danny Rick here? I really want to push with Schumacher, but I don't feel like I can. Because Danny Rick's not got any good ERS. He struggles out of sections where ERS is consumed. The issue is this corner here doesn't actually use that much ERS. So he always stays in touching distance here. And I can't really do anything to get rid of him. We're still ahead. We're good. Yuki's stopping. Why is Yuki stopping? I guess because he locked up. And he mudded his tyres. Was Tsunoda on 30% wear? I guess he had to pit after he locked up. Right, I'm going to tell Mick to ease up on his tyres. Now we've pulled a bit ahead of Danny Rick. Just to make sure. Lando is struggling, isn't he? Imagine if Piastri and Lando both had to retire on the last lap. That'd be fun. Probably not going to happen. Okay, we're starting the final lap here. I mean, we're just watching Norris, hoping he gets a puncture. That's basically our race right now. Award's in a world of his own. Mick's in a world of his own. Can we get a... Is he going slow? Chat, did he get the puncture? He didn't get the puncture. I'm seeing what I want to see. I mean, Pato might as well push for the last lap now.
maximum pace now.
Maybe just aggressive. Please get a puncture, Lando. I think if he gets a puncture now, he probably still gets back ahead of us. Please. Please.
Starting the last lap.
Please. Russell's in puncture range too. Please. It's too late now. He'd get back, I think. I was hoping for nothing, and I'm still disappointed. Russell and Albon as well are really on the edge. It's not happened, has it, chat? It's just not happening. It's all over. Lando Norris is going to hold on for 4th place. Sainz is a way back on him, I think. No puncture at the end. Verstappen wins the race. The mediums were the perfect tyre, I think, to finish the race on. But yeah, Norris is going to make it home in 4th. I mean, look, 7th for O'Ward. We were hoping for a bit more when we saw some guys struggling with tyre wear. But as far as I'm concerned, a weekend well done. Mick got lapped to the end, so he does finish 12th. O'Ward to the finish line. Clap that in. That's good. Another solid drive by Pato. We got massively lucky with a safety car, but points mean prizes. We've got more points. Does it help us in the constructors? We're 1 point behind RB. I feel like RB are there for the taking. In terms of the driver's standings, O'Ward overtakes Mick. 6 points. Is that the most points a driver's got in a weekend for us? I think that's season best. Mick's had 2 DNFs in the fastest lap. I know O'Ward's had his issues, but besides the time where he got shunted, and I guess the sprint race as well, no DNFs. Pit stops weren't crazy quick, were they? No, but they were consistent. You know what? We didn't make errors. We're improving. 800 grand. 800 grand. That's bloody good. Oh, Pato. Pato's up to 80 rated. Everyone loved that. Felicity's up to 60 rated. Mick, why can't you improve? Mick, why do you not get better? Mick's 71 smoothness is literally like... It single-handedly kind of ruins things for him. ERS poor condition. What's the situation with Mick's power situation? Oh, chat. Do we have 2.5 million? No. Chat, I literally can't afford a new ERS unit. I don't really want to run into debt. It's good your Monza's not a high power circuit, innit?